YouTube, okamihightop here. I'm so excited because I finally got my new camera and I'm actually recording on that. It's actually quite difficult because it's like, I guess, more mirrored than using a selfie cam on my phone. But I'm still really excited. Aside from that, go away, love it. Go away. Aside from that, this isn't a fun video like it normally is, or just about anime or anything like that. This video is about something that touches a little close to home for me. I was going through Facebook like I normally am, and I see these pictures and they upset me. With them, and I'll have the pictures at the end of the video. With them said this: me and Robert are in, well, this is Erica Birch. Robert Birch is her husband. Okay. Me and Robert are in Walmart in Cleveland, Texas, getting Lunchables for our babies for school. Robert said, Do you see what that guy is doing to the little girl? I turned around to this host dragging this little girl. I don't think she meant to put host. Dragging this little girl by the hair of her head. He had her hair wrapped around the buggy, dragging her. She's begging him, stop. She was begging him to stop. She was saying, please stop. I promise I won't do it again. Please stop. I took my phone out and snapped pictures. Sorry, I had to scroll. Took my phone out and snapped pictures, and then told him to let the little girl go, when he told me to mind my own business. I said no, and right now that little girl is my business. And you need to let her hair go. Now. He said I grew up just fine, and I called the police. Just so happens a cop was in Walmart. He came running as we are exchanging terrible words with this. I'm not going to say that word. Long story short, the officer said if it was up to him, the guy would go to jail. His sergeant was coming, and we had to wait on him. Well, his sergeant told him that they couldn't take him to jail because there was no visible bruises, nor were there hair missing. This is after I show him the pictures of the idiot dragging the baby, pulling by her hair. He said in order for it to be abuse, there has to be bodily injuries on the child. People, this is what's wrong with the world today. Nobody stands up for anybody, not even children. Now this baby had to go with that monster, thinking that nobody cares about her, and that it's okay for animals to pull her by her hair of her head. I'm attaching pictures. If you care about children and child abuse, stop and share this and call it into CPS. This is beyond wrong, and something needs to be done about it. The sergeant in Cleveland, Texas said he has a right to discipline his child. What the hell? Dragging a little girl by the hair of her head is not proper discipline. Most of y'all know, well, some of y'all know, that I am in an organization called the Butterfly Organization. It's not big, but it's growing. It's against domestic violence in all ways and forms. And the reason that I joined this is because I went through domestic violence whenever I was in junior high. It was an ex-boyfriend of my mom's. I'm not going to go into details of that. This video is not about me. This video is about this little girl. Based on the picture, this little girl can't be much older than 7, 8 years old. Maybe a little older if she looks young for her age. And I understand disciplining in public. My mom disciplined in public whenever I was younger. I respect her for it. She did it a lot because I was a bad kid. I grew up a good kid because of it. I see some kids go around screaming their head off, getting candy to get them to be quiet. That's not disciplining in public. I'm against that. But there's a line between discipline and abuse. The only reason there was no hair missing from that little girl's head is because she held onto the buggy and begged him to let go, and had to practically drag herself with the buggy to keep from having hair pulled out. Because she made sure there was no hair pulled from her head, it's not considered abuse. It's discipline. First off, well, kind of late to say first off, but still, I want to thank Erica Birch, because not many people would have done what she did. Erica Birch opened up awareness in many ways doing this. There are reports about it that she has been posting on her page, and a lot of people would have just turned the other way. They would have said maybe some sour words about the man, and they would have turned the other way. But she took time out of her day to care about another American. And that's amazing. Thank you, Erica. On other notes, to say that dragging this girl through the store by her hair is a form of discipline, not only is a bunch of crap, but it takes away her right as an American, because our 8th Amendment protects us from cruel and unusual punishment. So those cops ignoring that took her right away, made her less than American because she's a child. It really upsets me. I will be posting links that Erica's been posting in the description of this video. There is a Click to Houston post, I guess it's online news, that had an article about it, and based on the article, most people are on the girl's side. There was one guy that was saying that he wasn't going to judge him, that he made his choice of disciplining the girl, and the girl probably deserved it. I think that's lousy. Sorry. And so far, no arrests have been made, but further investigation is in process. There's some other articles I see now that she's been posting up. There's even a Mike video, Mike Brights, hashtag Mike Brights video about it. So that's pretty good. Awareness is definitely being raised. And based off of here, there have been 55k comments and 242k shares on this video. 42k reactions alone. This many people have been brought to awareness because of what Erica did, and I thank you. but the abuse has really got to stop. It's monstrous. I can't even think of another word for it. Anyway, that's what I have for today. Fair, fire, and all.